Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Yakal Laha Kwataza or Aisha from Wichita, Kansas. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of the men of Great Millstone that rule well, the men of GMS. All right. Those are the men who I learned the truth of the Bible from. They have the true breakdowns of the scriptures. And I want to say peace, love, and citations to the hopeful elect. Um, the topic of this lesson is sparked by the video that the brother uh, Manatazak from South Carolina, GMS South Carolina, um, his video on the Sakari. I believe it was a Sakari member with a line. He was lined up. He had an unlawful haircut, and he was getting mad and saying that it was gay, that GMS or just men or men of the truth are rebuking and correcting brothers on issues with the understanding of the Bible, man. All right, with understanding of the Bible, Slakia, you know, which the Lord commands his men, his prophets, all right, okay, to correct each other, man, if they go wrong, man, okay, all right, like if a man is going off and doing something wrong or doing something unlawful in the eyes of the Lord, all right, he commands his men to correct each other, man, all right, to rebuke each other, okay, if they're preaching the wrong doctrine, if they're saying the wrong things, if they're doing the wrong things, all right, my bad, uh, uh, that's not gay, man, that's what the Lord commands us to do. It ain't gay, like what the hell? Like only a wicked person would, a wicked Jake would say something like that, man. You're saying that because you hate the fact that you just want to stay wicked, man. All right, you want the scriptures to be something that they're not. All right, so to justify your wickedness. All right, you hate the fact that men are correcting you and showing your wickedness, man. All right, you got to change, man. All right, if you're going off, man, if you're doing something wrong in the eyes of the Lord, and if you keep doing it, all right, the Lord's gonna end up destroying you. Okay, all right, and that goes for any brother. That goes for me. You know, all right, the Lord's he's gonna destroy that man. All right, so yeah, the Lord, we're commanded to rebuke each other or to correct each other. All right, because that's love. All right, in the eyes of the Lord. All right, that's true love. All right, you see your fellow Israelite brother or neighbor, going off. We're supposed to tell him, hey, you're doing something wrong. You're not supposed to be doing that. All right, the scriptures are tell you to do this. All right. The Lord said He doesn't want us doing that. He doesn't want us smoking. All right. He doesn't want us committing adultery. He doesn't want us following the ways of the heathen. Eating pork. Etc. Committing iniquity. Okay. Breaking the scriptures down wrong. All right. You know. Um, so that's not gay, man. That's a childish, you know, thing to say. Like I said, only a wicked man would say that. You know, because he wants to stay in his wickedness. He wants to stay in darkness. All right. This is 2 Timothy 4:2. It says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season. Okay. And who's doing that? The men of GMS. Are these other camps outside of GMS? It's like these other camps that don't follow GMS. Okay. All right. Follow behind the 100% truth. All right. They're not doing this, man. They're not in season, out of season. All right. They're taking breaks. You know, it says, reprove, rebuke, exhort, okay? Reprove and rebuke, all right? Exhort with all long suffering and doctrine, okay? So it ain't gay, all right, to be reproving and rebuking each other, man, correcting each other, telling each other that that we're going off, that you're going off, man. All right, stop doing that. That's you're supposed to do that, man. If you say you're a man of the Lord, if you're gonna follow Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, you know, you're supposed to accept correction and rebuke. You're not supposed to despise it. All right. Um, this is Leviticus. No, this is Proverbs 9:8. It says, "Reprove not a scorner, okay, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee." All right. So a wise man, he'll get corrected. He'll hear correction. He'll hear that, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that. Quit committing that iniquity. You're doing something wrong. You know, all right, and he's gonna love that man for helping him out, for correcting him. Telling him that he's doing something wrong. You know, even if he's getting yelled at. His voices are being raised at him. You know, and maybe there might be some cuss words, here and there, but hey, a wise man's gonna, he's gonna thank that man. He's gonna be thankful. He's gonna cherish that man, and he's gonna act upon it. He's gonna, you know, he's gonna love that brother, for correcting him. All right, even if he's getting, chewed out, you know, just like a father and his son. You know, a father's gonna, or a big brother, a father or a big brother, they're gonna be harsh on their loved ones, on their little brother, on their baby boy, on their son. You know, you know, and it's called tough love. They're gonna be harsh on them. When they're going off, when they're doing something wrong. All right, okay, and same with the prophets of the Lord, the servants of the Lord. All right, they're gonna be hard on each other. All right, okay, not just for the sake of being hard on each other. It's they're being hard on each other because sometimes brethren go off, you know, uh, breaking down the scriptures wrong. Sometimes, and the brothers, he corrects them. Hey, that's not what that means. All right, and then they correct, and then they take down that video and they correct themselves. Make a correction video. That's just one example. Or a brother tells a brother, hey, you're not supposed to be getting, you're not supposed to be lining, your beard up, or getting lineups, all right, or getting unlawful haircuts, or eating pork, or smoking weed, all right, or drinking all the time. Hey, yeah, drinking is lawful, but you're not supposed to be drinking all the time. You know, and a brother might tell him that, and a wicked man, all right, a fool, he's gonna despise that and talk shit. He's like, hey, this brother, he's always talking shit. He's always on my ass. Well, why is he always on your ass, man? Why is he always? He's not even talking shit. He's correcting you, man. He's looking out for you. All right. And he might raise his voice. He might use some cuss words, so called, here and there. Who cares, man? All right. The brethren of GMS, that they always say, hey, if if you're about to fall off the cliff, all right, and you don't know, and someone helps you out, and raise their voice, cuss you out, and grab your arm real aggressive, and save you from falling off the cliff and dying. Do you care if they're cussing at you, raising their voice, grabbing your arm really hard, and it might hurt? You're not gonna care. You're gonna care that you got saved, from being hurt, from being hurt, from dying, and that's the same situation we're in right now. The men of GMS are doing, with other Israelite brothers, man, and sisters. They're telling each other, or they're telling uh, the Israel that they're going off, when they're going off. All right. So they could come back to the Lord, and put on righteousness and keep the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua so they don't get destroyed. All right, because the wages of sin is death. All right, so if you keep sinning, all right, the Lord's gonna destroy you, man. Okay, so it's not gay, man. I hate when Jake's say stuff like that, man. All right, and they say to justify their wickedness, man, because they literally have nothing else to say. All right, so they use words like that, man. All right, this is Luke 17:3 says, "Take heed to yourselves. If thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him, and if he repent, forgive him." Okay, so yeah, man. For brother commits iniquity, all right, does something wicked or evil, and you see that, you tell him, you tell him, hey, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that, man. All right, depending on what he says, or does, hey. If a brother, comes around you smelling like weed, or he just got done smoking, you tell him, hey, you ain't supposed to be smoking according to the scriptures, man. What you doing? And if he knows better, hey, you got to kick that brother out, man. That brother has to be kicked out, you know, and there has to be some, because if you're in the truth, man, you know better, all right, to be smoking, being a drunk, all right, just, you know, uh, just the basic, you know, commandments. All right, those are like no-nos, man. Especially if you've been in this truth, all right, for a good amount of time, all right, because you've been around this truth and you know better. And what are you doing still? What are you doing committing sin? Especially on things that you know better. All right, okay. If brethren, if brethren in this truth weren't rebuking and correcting each other, all right, it'd be a madhouse. It wouldn't even be the truth because they wouldn't be correcting each other. All right, brethren just doing whatever they want. All right, having dreads. All right, committing iniquity, committing adultery, smoking weed. All right, all those things. Committing iniquity is not the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. That's why we got to keep each other in check. That's why the Lord commands us to reprove each other. All right, okay, because it's out of love, man. All right, because we want to be formed after the image of Yahweh Shai, not after the image of this world. Which the image of this world is iniquity. All right, people just committing sin, just doing whatever they want. Okay, the Lord commands us to be holy and separate from this world, man. And how do we do that? Ultimately, is keeping His commandments, doing what He says, man. All right, putting on righteousness, all right, and staying like that, man, all right. This is Leviticus 19:17. It says, "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor." All right. It says, "Thou shalt," all right, in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. All right. And how is that? How is that done? By reproving and rebuking. All right. If they're going off, you make sure that that brother knows. All right. You let him know. All right. Who cares if he gets mad at you, cusses you, or he doesn't want to be your friend no more, or doesn't like you afterwards. Hey, you're showing love by telling him he's going off. All right. You put the fear you put the fear of the Lord upon him, man, by telling him and by showing the commandments upon him, man. All right. And if he accepts you, all right, if he loves you, and how is he going to do that by by changing his ways, all right, changing and accepting, what you said unto him, saying, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that, man. All right, though, you're going off, then he that's true love, man. But he'll love you, But if he despises you after correcting him, all right, then he's being wicked, man. All right, okay. Because this thing ain't about feelings, man. Okay, you got to put your feelings aside, man. All right, and real men, they don't. that they're not all about their feelings on how they feel, on how a brother talks to them or said something to them. Who cares about that, man? But what really matters is keeping the ways of Yahweh Shemi Shai and being in good graces of the Lord. All right. There might be some cuss words, said unto you. All right. Or there may be, some harsh speech. Okay. Who cares, man? All right. Grow up. You know, like stop being thin skinned, stop being emotional, like women. All right, the Lord commands us to be men, okay, not women. Acting like women. Okay. Proverbs 27:5 says, "Open rebuke, okay, is better than secret love." All right, being nice to a brother all the time, just to be cool with him. Even though he might go off here and there, hey, that's not the spirit of the Lord, man. All right. And if you see a brother going off and committing iniquity, you tell him, or you got to show him, you got to tell him, hey, man, you're going off, man. All right. The Lord's going to destroy you if you stay doing that, if they're going off. If they're not going off, hey, everything's all good, obviously. So, yeah, man. So I'm going to end it off right there. Hope this was edifying to the hopeful elect. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, or Rakakwadash. See you in the next lesson. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom. Shalom.